Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Taurus. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Taurus, please. All right, we have the Four of Cups. All right, your person is also showing up as the Ten of Pentacles. They're viewing you as the Ten of Cups, beautiful. And the connection, the Five of Pentacles. All right, so let's go ahead and see your person showing up as the Seven of Pentacles. I feel, Taurus, this person is going to feel like you're the one they've been waiting for. And they didn't even know it, right? And you might be feeling that way as well, like you've been waiting for this. The Seven of Pentacles here is somebody who's strategic, somebody who has your back, somebody who's patient, somebody who plans, somebody who wants marriage and commitment. But I do feel with this Four of Cups energy, Taurus, this person is a little bit bored and discontent with the options that have been available to them, or just dating in general. This person might also just be a little bit bored of waiting, right? Not that they're going to jump into another connection, but they're kind of giving up hope or faith here that they're going to really meet the one. And this is somebody that really does want marriage, commitment, or family. You know, they want stability. They want to build a legacy here. And they're going to be seeing that in you with the Ten of Cups. So I do think that this person is going to fall pretty hard for you unexpectedly. Now, they're showing up as the Four of Wands. Yep, so 44. You might be seeing that number sequence. Someone could be 44 years old. But again, this is somebody here that I feel is stable. I feel like they're grounded. I feel like they probably have a good job. They probably have a little bit of money behind them. It's like, it kind of feels like this person has everything they need, but they don't have love yet. All right, and they're looking for it. They're looking for love. Some of you may meet this person at some sort of party or celebration, or like a family event, like a wedding or like a birthday party or something like that. You could be out with friends. It could be at a friend's house for dinner. Okay, and they're showing up as the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this person's wish fulfillment is to find the one. Now, for some of you, this person may have been engaged and there was a broken engagement in their past, or a divorce in their past. But I just kind of feel like your person's deepest desire here is to have a partner, is to have a family, is to have something solid, stable, and secure. And you might meet them at a point in time where they're in an energy of lack. They're missing that. Or they're even feeling like that's not going to happen for me. Now, my Taurus, how you're going to be feeling, we see the Queen of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So what I get from this, Taurus, is some of you might be hesitant to emotionally invest. You may also, with this Five of Pentacles, how the relationship is defined, is you may also meet this person at a time when you're feeling emotionally drained. Like there's nobody out there for me, or all of my relationships are ending in disappointment. So I kind of feel like for both of you, this is a beautiful and unexpected surprise. And I've got two people that really do want longevity. They do want stability. They do want something committed, but you just haven't found each other yet. All right, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands in a reading, Taurus, is such an auspicious sign. Such a good sign, and it really does point to longevity and commitment here. Possibly marriage. All right, so let's see. What else do my Taurus need to know about this person? Okay, they could be a Virgo, or they may have strong Virgo placements. There are planners and they're organizers. They have a tendency to overthink and overanalyze at times. This person is somebody who's very independent. Again, they're not going to rush into a relationship just because they're ready or they're sick of waiting. All right, they have a strong sense of self and self-reliance. Twin soul. Yeah, beautiful energy. A strong soulmate connection. A mirror of yourself. This is a connection that intends for you both to balance your feminine and masculine energies and evolve your soul. Okay. And we see leader. Yep, exactly what you need, Taurus. This person is comfortable taking charge. They exhibit confidence in their decisions. They may be in a management role. They may have their own business. You know, they're giving off CEO vibes, right? Like, I love that for you. So with the Ten of Pentacles, I do feel like this person values family and connection, stability. They may have a good relationship with family and extended family, but this is somebody who also has a lot to offer, okay? They're independent. They know their worth and their value. It looks like they really want to share what they've worked for or share their stability with someone else. And that other person is you. I mean, they see you as the Ten of Cups, Taurus. You are going to be on their mind and in their heart. I do feel it's going to be instant. I do feel like you're going to make such an impact on this person. We see best kept secret. You may not know that. This could start off as a secret admirer energy here. And we see brief encounter. Yep, it might start off as a brief encounter. You might be just introduced to this person at a friend's dinner party or at a work event or, you know, like a wedding or something like that. But you make such an impression. You make such an impact, and they're going to be blown away here. All right, we do see retired and we have short hair. Those messages may or may not resonate with some of my Taurus. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Oh, Taurus, I love this. They're going to be so taken by you. Let's see. What else do my Taurus need to know about this person? What else? Okay, we see family room and we see main male. This is somebody who's ready. Now, remember, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, but some of the cards that I use are. But main male energy, this person, no matter what their sex or gender is, Taurus, they are ready to step up and be that leader, be in a partnership, you know, have a family, have a marriage. But family room energy in reverse tells me they don't have that yet. But I do think this person has stability, and I do think they have a strong connection with their family. They're ready. They're ready for this next step. They're ready for that family, that commitment, that legacy, that partnership. But they just haven't found it yet. That's what I'm getting. Or they've experienced some sort of divorce or separation as well. And we see courthouse energy in reverse. Yeah. This person, what I'm getting is they're not going to think this through very much. They're going to feel this first and foremost, okay? They're going to lead with their heart. That's what I'm getting with this courthouse energy in reverse. Again, some of you, they've been divorced. Some of you, maybe they've experienced some legal issues or something like that. But what I'm getting is this person's not going to overanalyze this. You are going to be like a shot through the heart for them. You are going to be a tower moment for them. This person does have a lot to offer. I keep hearing that they do have a lot to offer. Again, they've built wealth and stability, and they're looking for someone to share it with. They're not going to overthink things here, Taurus. They are going to feel this. Okay. And again, that might feel a little bit emotionally overwhelming. Okay, but underneath that, we have the Empress energy, Taurus energy. All right, so again, treating you like the Emperor or the Empress that you are. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to know about this person or this connection? They want to send you a message. So some of you, maybe you meet this person online. Maybe they already have your details. That's not going to be for all of you. They could be a fire sun, Aries, Leo, or Sag. All right. They wear a meaningful accessory often. I feel like this is something that brings them luck, or it's for protection. Of course, it really could be anything. It could be something someone made for them or something that was passed down to them. And they come from overseas, so a different background here, Taurus. All right, so that could be they literally are coming from overseas traveling. They have a different background. Maybe their parents or their grandparents come from a different country. We do see that they have lost a loved one within the last year. Okay, so it could be also a breakup or a divorce, but it could also be, for example, it could be like a grandparent or a parent or something. And we see they met you more than a year ago. So some of you might already know who this person is, but more so I'm just getting that there's going to be a connection here that defies logic. There's a sense of familiarity here, even though you don't know each other. Now, Taurus, this person is seeing you as the Ten of Cups. They're seeing you as happiness. They're seeing marriage. They're seeing commitment. They're seeing family. They're seeing union with you. All right, so 10 of Cups. Why is this here? The Two of Pentacles. This person makes up their mind the minute they meet you. And they're really hoping that you're going to invest in them because they're seeing this potential for stability and security. They're hoping that you're going to choose them. Now, they're not in a pick-me energy, okay? But they are hoping that you're going to choose them. And we see the Eight of Swords energy in reverse. They may feel like you're a little bit aloof or a little bit evasive. But they also feel like meeting you, Taurus, or being with you is going to be the end of a karmic cycle for them, right? Like the end of troubles, the end of calling in people that weren't in alignment, you know, the end of disappointments. All right, but you are going to want to hold back because like this person's energy is certainly intense when it comes to you. And you may need more time, or you might need to, you know, need them to be a little bit patient before you make up your mind, or before you kind of rush into anything here. Again, and I don't necessarily see that they're rushing you, but there is an intensity here that might make you hold back a little bit until you're clear about whether or not you're compatible. You want the same things. You're ready for this. You want this. Because I feel like this is somebody who absolutely would introduce you to their family really early on. Okay. Let's see what else they really admire about my Taurus, please. So we see the Judge energy. Okay, so balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So they see you as balanced, they see you as fair, they see you as compassionate. Some of you might have a background in law, or you both do. But again, they also see you as the Judge energy. This is someone that people respect. People that also come to you, Taurus, when they need to make difficult decisions, whether that's part of what you do for a living or it's just like your friends and family respect your opinions. They also see this child magical archetype here with you, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things and the belief that everything is possible. Beautiful. And at the bottom of the deck, we see priest energy. So they see you as having spiritual commitments or facilitating spiritual commitments and serving as a channel for spiritual energy. So again, there's a lot of respect here. And, you know, a lot of people come to like a priest or a priestess for decisions, for clarity. So again, I feel like your friends and family come to you because you're wise, because you have maybe more information, you know, more experience than most. And, and they also see you as somebody who's honest and committed. All right. I feel like they see you as somebody who's really anchored, not only in their integrity, but in their morals and in their values. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is interesting, but I do get an energy of lack in this reading. Like I feel like this person is missing love. They have everything they need but love. They're giving up on love, or they don't believe somebody's out there until they meet you. And so when they meet you, there's going to be this intensity. But I also feel this person may have experienced like a broken engagement or a broken, or a divorce. Maybe you have as well. But I'm also seeing with the Five of Pentacles, some of my Taurus, you may kind of be holding back and not so sure about this connection, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Is this too good to be true? Can I really trust this? So I do get like two people coming from a little bit of an energy of lack, but from different sources, right? Or different experiences. So what else do my Taurus need to know here, please? What else do my Taurus need to know here, please? Okay, so we see through community or social circles. See, I was telling you, confirmation here, this connection comes through friends, gatherings, or familiar, not maybe familial, but I can't speak. Here's that Mercury retrograde coming through, or familiar social environments. It grows naturally within shared spaces. Okay, and we see present in the moment. This person engages fully rather than projecting far ahead. Connection unfolds naturally, okay? But, I do feel like, I think that's maybe a boundary that needs to be set, because I don't think this person's going to rush into things, because we have the Seven of Pentacles, right? And they don't want to be rejected here. This person does engage fully, and it does feel like there's going to be an intensity because of that. Do they project far ahead? Well, I think they know from the minute they meet you that they want to marry you, that they see stability and commitment here. But I also think that this is somebody that's going to read the room. They're going to read your energy, being a little bit hesitant, holding back, not wanting to rush things. And I don't see them forcing that or pushing you or trying to coerce you. All right. And we see an invitation to choose. So this connection invites conscious participation rather than assumption. Yeah, so even though this person is so into you, hook, line, and sinker here, Taurus, I feel like, again, they also know that there's a real possibility that you will reject them. And look at that, underneath that, we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So despite their really strong and really intense feelings and knowing from the minute they meet you that you're the one, or that you could be the one, they still are going to act accordingly. And like I said, they're going to read the room. They're going to take the temperature of this connection and see how you're feeling, right? Because they really genuinely do want this to work. We see that this connection feels familiar on an energetic level, awakening a sense of recognition beyond logic. I was already saying that, or alluding to that, with this card here. They met you more than a year ago, so we do get confirmation here that there's something familiar about this, but it doesn't necessarily mean you know who they are. And we also see this person is discerning about their energy and time. Loyalty is expressed through care. Yeah, because this person doesn't give just anyone the time of day. There is something very, very special about you, Taurus. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know here, please? All right, guided steps to great love. Follow the path of ascension, so keep doing you, Taurus. Stay in your high vibration. Yep, your romance is about to evolve and level up. Again, this person is gonna pursue you, Taurus. This can also indicate marriage or, engagement here with this person. Perfect match. Yep. You complete each other in the most harmonious ways. Again, you might not be so sure at first, but Spirit saying perfect match. Actions speak louder than words. And that's where this trust is going to be formed. And we see rekindling. So we do get this. An old flame returns. Now, these readings are not meant to be about exes at all. They're my intentions before I start the readings are to call in someone completely brand new. Some of you, it could be somebody from the past. You're going to have to trust your intuition. But like for a lot of you, we've seen 3 times now, this might be somebody you've had a past life soulmate connection with. So just really trust your intuition here, my lovely Taurus. All right, let's see. Any important dates or times? So this is meant to be a long-term connection. And we see December, Sagittarius, Capricorn energy. Maybe you met this person back in December. Maybe something about December, something pivotal or powerful happened in your life or in theirs that you'll be able to look back in hindsight and see that it helped bring you two together. So just trust your intuition there. All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.